Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Akshardhare. I'm Devraj. I hope you guys are learning great, and enjoying your life. Today is 19th January 2024. So, before going to start today newspaper reading, I would request you guys to please subscribe the channel, like, and comment. If you like the video, please share it with your friends. It may be useful for somebody to utilize opportunities from Akshardhare and the team. So, let's start reading the newspaper. Due to some reasons, the last 5 to 6 days newspaper reading videos were not updated. So I'm doing today's newspaper shoot. So let's start reading the newspaper, The Hindu. So the front page, let's see what's in the front page of the newspaper. Convicts seek more time to surrender. GM crops will make edible oil cheaper, says government. Kejriwal skips both summons from ED. AI models and copyrighted material. NYT's suit sparks a debate on fair use. India loses to take on Japan for Paris birth. 9 killed as Pakistan launches retaliatory airstrikes in Iran. Islamabad says action taken after credible intelligence of impending large-scale terrorist activities. Risk of escalation remains as Iran's military begins a planned air defense drill from Chabahar port. 4 killed in fresh violence in Manipur. 12 school students, 2 teachers killed in Gujarat boat capsize. India hopes to resolve issues with Maldives. Navy helps drone hit cargo vessel in the Gulf of Aden. Ukraine begins rebuilding cities despite war to bring back citizens and rebuild their future. Rajasthan government decides to review decisions of a previous Congress regime. Council of Ministers headed by CM Sharma meets for the first time after the formation of the new government. Panel of ministers given 3 months to submit report. MISA pension to be restored. Mayoral election for Chandigarh deferred to February 6. Taku Thanwa quits AAP over alignment with Congress. 6 cyber criminals arrested in Jharkhand seized Singhbhum. Delhi police holds interstate coordination meeting to step up security measures for RD. Mohan Yadav attacks Nitish on first visit as Madhya Pradesh CM. Kolkata HC allows Mamata rally on January 22nd, directs state government to ensure security. A bench of the High Court said no speech will be made to hurt the sentiments of any section of people. Unsigned prescription absent hospitalized. How a man died in Delhi without getting hospital admission. Maharashtra ACB books Thackeray and Alice Timmerly. The raids were conducted by a team of the ACB's Thane unit on 5 premises of Rajan Salvi in Ratnagiri. Legislator says Sindhe government will have to suffer consequences of such actions in elections. Sharmila to take charge as APCC chief on January 21st. 2 Congress leaders filed nomination for MLC polls. 13% of land malls high in Kerala are vulnerable to landslips, shows map. Idukki, Palakkad, Malappuram, Parthan, Pathanamthitta and Wayanad are highly vulnerable regions. Bengal Chief Minister inaugurates 47th Kolkata Book Fair. We are delighted that this year marks the UK as theme country for the fourth time at the International Kolkata Book Fair. Tuskar enters town in Odisha. Congress BJP rake up allegations against Kerala CM's daughter again. ISRO upgrades its distress alert transmitter for fishermen. India's domestic air passenger traffic to touch 300 million by 2030. Civil Aviation Minister. Coaching centers cannot control students below 16 years of age. SC2EO pleased by Bilkis Bano case convicts for more time to surrender. The 3 convicts have cited ill health and impending family or personal commitments to seek more time to surrender. The man was serving life sentences for the gang rape of a pregnant Bilkis Bano and the murder of our family members. 1 soldier killed and 2 injured in a blast in Rajouri. One 1999 attack high witness names Malik as shooter. Kerala government refuses to entertain plea as police and bill sent by governor. Four killed in fresh Manipur violence. Three BSF personal injured in mob attack. Gujarat encounters SC to look into Petha per Justice Bedi report. Karnataka to ask center to allow reservation within scheduled castes. Subcategorization of SCs panel to look into even distribution of benefits. The Madhika community has been struggling since 1994 for subcategorization of SCs. India it hopes to resolve issues of troops in Maldives. MEA spokesperson says the discussions still going on. Next round of India Maldives high level talks to be held soon and declines to comment on the March 15 deadline to withdraw troops. Says India is committed to development projects on the islands. Congress wraps government over report an attempted cut in state funds. Party was reacting to a report on Niti Aayog CEO's recent remarks on central tax rate. Niti Aayog report on poverty is not reliable. Congress. Central government obsesses to remain shut for half day on January 22nd. The order will apply to all public sector banks, financial institutions, and regional rural banks. Kejriwal skips both summons from ED in excise policy case. PM releases postage stamps on Ram Temple, stamp book and Ramayana. Plea in Allahabad has seeks revenue survey of Shahi Idgah Masjid site. GM crops will make edible oil cheap for government. In submission before Supreme Court, Central says GM oil has been used in India for decades now, and growing oil seeds indigenously will help reduce prices. Petitions submit that the regulatory system under genetic engineering appraisal committee is riddled with a conflict of interest. Lalu's skin allegedly beat up government employee in Patna. Sheet sharing talks hit a roadblock in UP as Congress unhappy with SP outcome. Himantha, the most corrupt chief minister in this country, says Rahul. Doctor asked to state reason while advising antimicrobials. Bangladesh minister to visit India. The Gajendra episode. The importance of periodic testing of human papillomavirus. Cervical cancer, which develops in a woman's cervix, is the second most common cancer among women in India. It is caused by persistent human papillomavirus infections. Almost all sexually active people are infected by HPV at some point in their lives, but usually without symptoms. The World Health Organization states. Reports that the center would roll out a vaccination programs and June 2023 covering 2.55 crore girls did not materialize. Tamil Nadu focuses on a walk-in model that provides all TB services under the same group. A single primary facility has been designated as a walk-in TB center in each block. Beleague had Indian media co-with Wadis. Let's start reading this editorial page written by the MP of Thiruvananthapuram. Since liberalization in 1991, the audio-visual media has transformed itself. Economic growth, the freeing up of broadcast media from government control and the internet have all prompted an explosion in the quality, if not quality, of media offerings in the progress. India journalism changed in style as well as substance, but this has not always been a good thing. Media now is driven by the breaking news culture and the search for the villain of the day. The news must be broken, and so it seems the person. Television news in India, with far too many channels competing 24/7 for the same sets of eyeballs and rating points, has long given up any pretense of providing a public service, with the breaking news story privileging sensation over substance. Indian TV epitome misses the whole witticism about why television is called a medium, because it is neither rare nor well done. The fourth estate today serves simultaneously as witness, prosecutor, judge, jury, and executioner In recent times, India put its accused through Agni Pariksha, a trial by fire. Today, we put them through a trial by media. Social media, with its culture of unverified fact and viral opinion, compounds the problem. It offers a ready platform for material that would not have passed editorial scrutiny. Sadly, matters are not much better in the print media, despite its ability to provide context, depth, and analysis that television cannot. However, print media has also been affected. Journalists trying to keep up with the relentless 24/7 breaking news cycle, and the rise of social media now feel pressed to publish without the traditional recourse for to fact checking. The result is that our media, in its rush to air the story, has fallen prey to the inevitable rush to judgment. It has become a willing accomplice of the motivated leak and the malicious allegation. Charges are reported uncritically, without editors asking even the most basic questions about their plausibility. The damage is done in a blaze of lurid headlines and rectification if it comes at all or comes to feasible people and people and too late to undo the irreparable damage to innocent people's reputations. The distinctions among fact, opinion and speculation, reportage and rumor, sourced information and unfounded allegation, which are drummed into journalism students as a wide over, have blurred into relevance in today's Indian media. This should be a matter of serious concern to all right thinking Indians because pre media are the lifeblood of our democracy. They provide the information that enables a free citizenry to make the choices of who governs them and how, and ensures that those who govern will remain accountable to those who put them there. It is the media's job to look critically at elected officials' actions or inactions rather than at marginal area that have no impact on the public welfare. Instead, the media's obsession with the superficial and the sensational trivializes public discourse, abdicates the watchdog responsibility that must be exercised by pre-media in a democracy, and serves as a weapon of mass distraction for the public from the real questions of accountability with which the governed must confront the government. Despite these concerns and criticism, I remain strongly wedded to a free press. I have always valued the evocative image of the canary in a cage being sent down a mine shaft to see if there is enough oxygen at the bottom. If it comes back to back dead or spluttering for air, it is not safe for miners to be sent down. The free press is like that canary. If it is choking or suffocated, that is a clear indication that the society is no longer safe for the rest of us. Government needs a free and professional media to keep it honest and efficient, to serve as both mirror to society and scalpel to probe wrongdoing. If instead all we have is a blunt axe, society is not well served. The pre-press is both the mortar that binds together the bricks of our country's freedom and the open window embedded within those bricks. No Indian Democrat would call for censorship or for controls on the free press. If it is bad, if it is bad enough that our current rulers have intimidated newspapers and blocked TV channels for publishing news that is prejudicial to government interest, as was the case the three times in the past few years. Arrest journalists under UAP and deny them bail. What the Democrats want is not less journalism, but better journalism. How do we get there? First, we must engender a culture of fact verification and accuracy that the industry currently appears to lack. Journalists should not feel pressed by their employers to break the news, but empowered to hold the stories until they are sure their facts and accusations are accurate. The rush to judgment on the basis of partial information must stop. Second, we must insist on better journalists training at accredited media institutes that emphasize values of accuracy, integrity, and fairness in their students. These standards should extend to media organizations when false claims or intentionally misleading statements are published or broadcast. TV and print news outlets should issue retractions with equal prominence. Third, we must welcome different perspectives in our newsrooms and not allow them to become echo chambers echo chambers posting an opinion on their viewers in the goods of the nation wants to know. Newsrooms must be required to maintain a more diverse journalistic environment. Every story plugging a point of view must be required to provide some of a space for the alternative view or for a reputation. Fourth, journalists must welcome comments and feedback from their viewers and readers to generate both an environment for trust between the consumers and the media. If and the feeling on the part of the public that they are not merely passive recipients of a point of view. The Hindu is one of the newspapers to have had a reader's editor who serves as an ombudsman for the newspaper and acknowledges mistakes for fact or emphasize in the newspaper's coverage. This helps drive a natural cycle of loyalty and engagement between the paper and its readers. Fifth, the government must introduce laws and regulations that limit control of multiple news organizations by a single business or political entity, thereby encouraging an independent and robust press in the country. A powerless business interest, vulnerable to government pressure, will usually override ethical journalistic concerns. India is one of the few major countries where no restrictions currently exist when it comes to media ownership by its affluent citizens. Finally, a single overseer for print and television news companies, as recommended by the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India and the Parliamentary Committee on Information Technology when I chaired it, would help limit the power of corporate and political behemoths over our media and help promote media standards. The best is yet to come. India's population is becoming more literate by the day, resulting in an ever growing mass of media consumers, but they deserve a media that contributes to shaping an informed, educated, and politically aware India. One ready to hold its governments accountable, its society safe, and its people ready to push boundaries. If India wishes to be taken seriously by the rest of the world as a responsible global place and a model 21st century democracy, we will have to take ourselves as seriously and responsibly as well. Wow, media would be a good place to start. Crafting a new face in India UK defense ties. So let's read this article. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh's recent visit to the United Kingdom came after a years of 22 years. Opportunities have grown significantly in the past few years as opposed to 2 decades ago. The growth of Chinese military power and in particular its expansion into the Indian Ocean, which threatens India and also sea lines of communications on which the UK depends, have given the British an opportunity to reorient their strategic priorities. The Indian Navy has several capability related needs to make up for the shortfalls the service faces vice versa. The People's Liberation Army Navy plan securing key technologies that has been an integral part of Mr. Singh's visit to the UK. The UK is in a position to help redress the Indian Navy's technological gaps against the Chinese. One key area where London and New Delhi are cementing cooperation is in electrical propulsion to power aircraft carriers. The Indian Navy's carriers at present are not powered by electric propulsion technology. The Queen's Elizabeth class aircraft carriers of the Royal Navy use electric propulsion and the RN has mastered this technology. In the run up to Mr. Singh's visit, there were already preliminary engagements between the Indian and the UK governments regarding the Indian Navy securing electric propulsion technology. Though the plan for its first part has struggled to overcome the technical challenges associated with electric propulsion. There is increasing anecdotal evidence emerging that it is in the process of integrating electric propulsion into its warships such as Type 05B frigates. The Indian Navy cannot sit idly and allow the Chinese Navy to steal a march on a key piece of maritime technology for its advanced surface combatants in the future. The advantage of using electric propulsion is that warships integrated with this capability produce a low acoustic signature by removing the link between the principal mover and propulsion. There is also the added advantage of enhanced electrical power generation for subsystems in major warships of Indian Navy's surface fleet. The establishment of a joint working group dubbed the India-UK Electric Propulsion Capability Partnership first met in February 2023, and thereafter a delegation-level discussion was held on the Royal Navy frigate HMS Lancaster, which made a port visit to Kochi in March last year. Extensive discussion took place the following month on the transfer of technical know-how and the Royal Navy's experience in maritime electric propulsion for the Indian Navy's major surface combatants in the future. In November 2023, the India-UK Electric Propulsion Capability Partnership again met to discuss the possibility of the Indian Navy's future warship to be integrated with electric propulsion technology. The British have agreed to train, equip, and help establish the infrastructure necessary to develop an electric propulsion system. Initially, the technology is expected to be tested on landing platforms for docks and thereafter on surface vessels such as guided missile destroyers belonging to the next generation with a displacement of over 6,000 tons. While there are considerable opportunities in the India-UK defense relationship, challenges remain. A key challenge relates to legacy issues, especially in London's effort to balance its ties between India and Pakistan. Successive UK governments have simultaneously supplied India and Pakistan with weapons or curbed weapons exports, leaving many in India frustrated with British motives and objectives in the subcontinent. And tell some issues surrounding Khalistan and Sikh separation will cloud the relationship. But today's strategic realities have shifted with the emergence of the People's Republic of China as a major naval power force. Deployments in the India Ocean region are expanding rapidly, creating a very strong rationale for forging closer defense ties between the UK and India. Several joint military exercises have already taken place between the two countries with a deeper defense industrial cooperation on the anvil and during a Mr. Singh's visit. The British officially declared that they will be deploying a littoral response group, a specialized amphibious warfare group in 2024 and carrier strike group in 2025 to train and increase interoperability with the Indian Navy. With Mr. Singh's visit to the UK, London is both rediscovering and bolstering its military involvement and presence east of Suez, which it had considerably until the late 1960s. Smaller citizens, despite rising enrollment gaps in India's education systems, are not closing quickly. Motivated litigation. A court should not allow suits that seek to convert places of worship. Should AI models be allowed to use copyrighted materials for training? The anxious Indians play when while an insecure passenger in the unsafer traveler should rules framed to ensure safety clash with the comfort and convenience of travelers. Text and context. A rise in India's oil meal exports in the December quarter. Loss due to drought induced decline in Panama Canal traffic. The troops to be involved in largest ever NATO exercise. The amount a jet airways owners need to deposit in SBI. The number of new aircraft India needs in next 20 years. How satellites track the weather. What do the different colors on an IMD weather map indicate? How does fog or snow show up on these maps? What are radiometers and atmospheric sounders? And how do they help the satellites measure weather conditions? Know your English from drive away doors to Viduthalai. for two films to watch out for in 2024. And New Year is looking up for movies both in India and internationally. How the Coen brothers split up for good. Will challengers go? What was backstory in Vidut Thalai? A look at three movies set to release in 2024 and what makes them special. Stars are the universe engines producing warmth, light, and the chemical elements that will make more stars, planets, and life. Equijon stars. Palestinians die in hospitals as the wounded overwhelm doctors. Meta's Sheryl Sandberg to step down from board after a decade. Russia's downs Ukraine drone near Moscow, missiles and border region. Japan inks a deal to buy 400 long-range missiles from US. US hits Yemen after Houthis redesigned designated as terrorist. US Central Command claims 14 missiles that were loaded to be fired were targeted. NSC says Washington will re-evaluate that designation if the rebels stop attacking ships in the Red Sea. A strike on southern Syria likely by Jordan kills 9. Israeli strike on Moom in southern Gaza kills 16. China Philippines agree to ease tensions. Russia rejects US bid for arms control talks. The Thai man faces a record 50 years in prison for royal insult under Elise Majastela. NATO to hold the biggest drill since Cold War to combat player up with a near fear rival. Some 90,000 troops are due to join the State Post Defender 2024 drills that will run through May. China widens trade highway in South America with a new mega port project. The 3.5 billion deep water port in the Peruvian fishing zone town of Chanqui will be the first controlled by China in South America, set to start operations late this year. The project, which is a part of China's Belt and Road Initiative, will provide the Asian nation a direct gateway to the resource-rich region. China founded nickel hub in Indonesia is a threat to resources. Ukrainian exports trace Russian arms, foreign origins. Mass public sector strike adds to Northern Ireland's prolonged political crisis. No respite for Brazil's Anom army group facing illegal mining linked crisis. India to log firmer than expected growth in financial 24 as result RBI options. A shift from consumption to investment led by government capital spending underpinning growth momentum. Right, the officials led by Deputy Governor Patra in a bulletin article. IM should be to secure for 7% real GDP growth in financial 25. They are time ripe for aircraft assembly line in India. SBI raises 5,000 crore through SUR bonds. Akasa Air orders 750 Boeing 737 MAX jets. Rich young Indians lap up premium luxury and ultra luxury properties priced upwards of 404 crore. Mobile service will cost more after fools. Foxconn to partner with HCL for chip testing plant. India is seeing fastest rate traffic growth in the world, mile out. Coal India eyes mining minerals such as lithium. TR proposals hang fire. Bangladesh solar power surge set to unlock thousands of green jobs. The cost of solar power generation from utility scale projects in Bangladesh now stands at 97 to 35 per megawatt hour per dollar, making it a credible competitor to coal gas based power that had cost 110 to 150 megawatt per hour and 88 to 116 dollar per megawatt hour respectively according to a 2023 report by Bloomberg and EF. Bank CEOs huddled in Davos said to worry on competition economy. AI burgers Davos, but CEOs wrestle with how to make it pay. Djokovic's 15-year special relationship Melbourne tree. Rybak in ousted in history, making Australian Open tie-break. Collins Melbourne stays and says she will quit tennis this year. ICC unveils that 4,000 capacity modular stadium in New York. Sudden death heartbreak for India faces Japan for Paris spot. Pranay Chirag Satvik duo move into the quarterfinals. Uzbekistan brushes aside a lackluster India in Asian Cup. Alcaraz marches on. Swiatek battles past Collins. Road. Juarev survives. Juacheng also Nagal's run. Dravid impressed by players stepping up to the plate. We keep testing the guidelines. Trot and retired not out issue. My rating has been a stationary target as I am playing much less. Humpy Vaishali will strive to keep the Indian flag high. They day-long enriching sessions in store. Under 19 stars take the center stage. Butcher from Bilbao calls Maradona the greatest. Goa Cortexia is known for his skirmishes with the Argentine. He feels that football is a contact sport, but it is different now. And the teams wanted to play out from the back, and there is hardly any contact. The sport was harder, faster, and had more turnovers during his days, according to him. USA does more than just pause. Returns to Olympics after 8 years. This is the last page, guys. If you guys can read this last page, also keep reading for 2 hours in a day to make you better in English communication. I'm really assure you it will make you very fantastic in English communication if you are reading each and every day for 2 hours. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe the channel, like and comment. If you like the video, please share it with your friends. And also, if you guys have any doubts or comments, you guys can leave the comment in the comment box so that I'll be very happy to. I'm very happy to resolve your doubts in the upcoming videos in the comment section. So see you in the upcoming videos, guys. I'm requesting you again, please subscribe the channel, like and comment. Have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.